Most people think that to be influential, they must be seen. They think they must be the life of the party, the first to speak, and the most available person in the office. They spend their lives screaming for attention, thinking that visibility equals value. But have we ever noticed the most powerful person in a room? They aren't the ones performing. They aren't the ones laughing the loudest or trying to win everyone over. In fact, they are often the hardest person to get a hold of, even when they are standing right in front of us. They occupy space, yet they remain just out of reach. This is not an accident, it is a strategy. While others are becoming predictable resources, the strategist is becoming an enigma. And in a world of cheap attention, the enigma is the most expensive thing in the room. In this video, we are exploring the mechanics of the high-value enigma. We are moving beyond the basic silence we learned previously and entering the realm of optimal distance. We will show you how to be physically present while remaining emotionally and informationally inaccessible. We will break down the psychological reasons why humans are obsessively drawn to what they cannot fully understand. By the end of this video, we will have a framework to stop being the reliable tool and start being the respected mystery. We aren't here to be liked. We are here to be significant. Have we ever felt like we were part of the furniture? You show up to every meeting. You answer every text within seconds. You explain your life story to anyone who asks. And yet, when it's time for a promotion or a high-stakes decision, or even just a moment of genuine respect, you are overlooked. Why? Because you are too accessible. If a diamond was as common as a pebble on the street, no one would look at it twice. By making ourselves so easy to reach, we have unintentionally told the world that our time and our thoughts are worth zero. We've become a safe choice. And safe is the polite word for low value. People don't value what they can have at any time. They value what they have to work for. Today, we stop working for their approval and make them work for our presence. In social psychology, there is a tension between the mere exposure effect and the scarcity principle. Exposure creates familiarity, but too much exposure creates satiation. When we are constantly available, the people around us stop seeing our quality. They only see our quantity. The high-value enigma uses information asymmetry. This means we always know more about them than they know about us. When we are an enigma, we force the human brain to engage in projection. Because the other person doesn't have the full picture of who we are, their brain begins to fill in the blanks with their own fascinations and insecurities. They don't just see a person. They see a mirror of their own expectations. By being present but inaccessible, we create a vacuum that they are desperate to fill with their attention. The moment we explain ourselves, the mystery dies. The moment the mystery dies, the influence evaporates. Consider the strategy used by high-end luxury brands like Ferrari or Hermès. They don't run television commercials for the masses. They don't have stores on every corner. They are present in the cultural consciousness. Everyone knows they exist, but they are inaccessible to 99% of the population. They even turn away people who have the money to buy their products, simply because they haven't earned the right to own one yet. This creates a fever. People don't just want the car or the bag. They want the validation of being let in. We can apply this same luxury logic to our personal brand. In the 18th century, a high-ranking diplomat survived several bloody revolutions by practicing what we call the static shield. He attended every royal ball. He was always in the room where decisions were made. But he never stayed for the after-party. He never engaged in gossip. He was a phantom in plain sight. Because no one knew exactly where he stood, everyone was afraid to move against him. His presence was a warning. His inaccessibility was his armor. To build the enigma, we must follow these 4 laws of engagement. Law 1. The digital delay. We must kill the instant response. When someone reaches out, unless it is a life or death emergency, we wait. Whether it's 10 minutes or 2 hours, That delay signals that we are occupied with a mission. It tells the other person that their needs are not the center of our universe. It forces them to sit with the anticipation of our reply. Law 2. The partial reveal. When asked about our weekend or our plans or our opinions, we give the executive summary. We don't give the details. Instead of saying, "I went to this restaurant, then I watched this movie, and then I felt tired," we say, "I took some time to reset. It was productive." Leave them wondering what reset means. Leave them wondering what was productive. The less we provide, the more they imagine. Law 3. Physical pivot and exit. We must master the art of leaving the room while the energy is still high. Most people stay until the conversation drags and the energy dies. The enigma leaves at the peak. We make our point, we share a moment, and then we excuse ourselves. "I have something I need to attend to." No explanation. No apology. By leaving we ensure that their last memory of us is one of high value, not of lingering boredom. Law 4. Selective focus. In a group setting, we do not give our attention to everyone equally. We are polite to all, but we are intense with none until we choose to be. We maintain a calm, observant baseline. When someone speaks, we listen, but we don't feel the need to nod or smile to make them feel comfortable. We remain the observer. This makes our rare moments of genuine engagement feel like a massive reward. This process can feel lonely at first. Our old version, one brain, will scream at us to be nice, to be relatable, to fit in. It will tell us that if we aren't accessible, people will forget us. But we must realize that being forgotten is better than being used. Being liked is the consolation prize for those who haven't earned respect. When we build the invisible wall, we are finally taking ownership of our own mystery. We are deciding that our soul is not a public park for everyone to walk through. It is a private garden, and we are the only ones with the key. There is a profound peace in knowing that people only see what we choose to show them. We are no longer victims of their perception. We are the directors of it. We have built the wall. We have become the enigma. We are present, but we are no longer a cheap resource. But there is a trap waiting for us. Once we become an enigma, people will stop trying to understand us and start trying to test us. They will poke at our boundaries. They will try to find the crack in the wall to see if our new status is real or just an act. How do we handle the pressure test? How do we choose respect over the desperate need for approval when the stakes are at their highest? In our next lesson, we are breaking down the psychological shift of respect over approval. We will show you how to survive the boundary test and come out with more power than before. Subscribe to stay on the path of the strategist. The world is watching, but they still don't know who we are. We will see you in the next lesson.